It's a conference championship edition of Flame Central. So glad you could join us. Alongside Andy Corey, I'm Matt Warner.
A couple of Liberty teams coming through in the biggest of moments, and we begin with women's soccer.
Yeah, last season, the Lady Flames suffered a heartbreaking loss in the Conference USA title game. This year, a much different story. The ladies taking on the surprise of the tourney, Missouri State, the 8th seed. And Liberty, they weren't here to mess around. In just the 4th minute of the contest, freshman Lauren Flax, a ridiculous goal with the left foot, and the Lady Flames were off and running. Jump to the 29th minute. Flax again. She had 2 goals in the entire season, then scored 2 in the championship game. That's the clutch gene. But we couldn't have a highlight, of course, without Ivy Garner. She would deliver on a penalty kick late, and in doing so, sets a record with 5 goals in the CUSA tourney, something that had never been done in the conference's history. Then it was time to celebrate. Liberty wins the CUSA crown, their 2nd in 3 seasons.
Thanks be to God, it's all him, and we honor and glorify him with this win and with the results and with how we played, and we hope we can keep it going.
I think one character trait that we displayed this week more than ever was just our grit and our toughness, and that's something that sets us apart, and I'm just so proud of the team for fighting through physical battles, pushing through all the way to the end in each and every game, and I think that's what's going to carry us through as we advance.
You win a title, you get a watch party. Monday afternoon, everyone wanting to see their name pop up on the screen, and then the celebration. These moments, one of the great parts about college athletics, but you can't celebrate too long because now Liberty has to prepare for the Clemson Tigers, the number 8 national seed. This will be the 3rd all-time meeting between these two programs and the 1st since 2018, with the Tigers winning both previous matchups. It will all get started on Friday at 6 p.m., and you can watch it on ESPN Plus as the Lady Flames look for their first ever NCAA tournament win.
Now hopping on over to another conference championship contest, Liberty Field Hockey looking to reclaim the title of Big East champion, one they haven't held since 2022, and they would face a familiar foe in the UConn Huskies. The 5th time these two have met in the conference title game, and this time around, Liberty looked to set the tone. Just 30 seconds to go in the first quarter, UConn denies the shot and the rebound attempt, but 3rd time's the charm. Marina Hiakosa slices it to the near side to put the Flames up 1-0. In the 2nd quarter, though, UConn responds. Zita Grigolite notches her first career goal. What a moment for the freshman Husky to tie things up. We head into overtime, massive penalty corner opportunity, and Lou Combrink goes low to bring the title back to Lynchburg. The Lady Flames walk away with the trophy, 2-1 Liberty, the final score securing their return trip to the NCAA Tournament. Liberty finished the season number 6 in the nation. They didn't have to wait so long to find out where they'd be heading for the NCAA Tournament Sweet 16 Sunday night. The Lady Flames gathered in anticipation as the opponent they'd be facing was revealed to be the Syracuse Orange. Liberty and Syracuse have a date on Friday at 2:30 p.m. in Princeton, New Jersey. This game will be a rematch of the 2023 NCAA Sweet 16, where Syracuse outlasted Liberty 2-1 in overtime. This time around, though, Syracuse is ranked number 10, and Liberty looks to flip the script, survive, advance, and make a deep tournament run. The star of the Big East tournament, though, was Lou Combrink, the senior. Her 1 goal, 1 assist, and 3 points earned her the title of Big East Championship Most Outstanding Player. She stopped by the Flame Central podcast on Monday to shed some light on the task at hand for these Lady Flames and relive that Big East clinching goal.
Take me in to that kind of moment, how that goal developed. Walk me through it.
It's pretty nerve-wracking because that corner, you either determine whether you want to one-time the ball or you want to stop it and flick it over the goalkeeper. Okay. So it's really about the goalkeeper's positioning. The goalkeeper stood up and I saw kind of the gap between her and the first post and just flicked it in and it went in.
And then it did black out. Like what? Like,
oh my gosh.
Do you even remember what those first couple of moments were like?
No, you kind of get hit with all the other players running, and you're kind of like, oh my gosh, it went in. Like I didn't.
We did it.
Yeah, I didn't expect it. So it was incredible.
Well, to hear more from Lou Combrink and our Flame Central cast, check out the full episode of the Flame Central podcast on YouTube, or take a listen wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, let's talk some football. Liberty and Missouri State entered this past Saturday, each with 1 loss in CUSA play. The winner would stay in the conference race. The loser likely out. And after the first drive, it appeared the winner might be Liberty in a runaway. They cruised down the field on the opening drive, capping a 7-play scoring drive with an Evan Dickens touchdown. Not much scoring in this one, though, until the fourth. It's a 10-7 Liberty lead, but next thing you know, Jacob Clark is running it in, and Missouri State goes on top. Would the Flames have an answer? Well, yes, they would. They would match that Bears quarterback touchdown run with one of their own, Ethan Vasco, putting Liberty up 17-14, just over 8 minutes to play. Jump to the final minutes of this one. This is when it got wacky. 3rd and 3, 2 minutes left. Flames trying to seal the game, but Vasco fumbles. DJ Westlock scoops it up, and he rumbles 64 yards. But hold on! Just before he crosses the goal line, Caleb Ryan pokes it free. Vasco recovers in the end zone. What is happening? The Flames suddenly get the football back with a fresh set of downs. But they couldn't take advantage. They would come up short on this 3rd down play. They would give it back to Missouri State and quarterback Jacob Clark with just 1:27 remaining. And the Bears, well, they would waste no time moving the football down the field. 4 plays, 70 yards. It would end with a TD toss to Tristan Gardner, and Missouri State would stun the Flames faithful with a 21-17 win, dropping the Flames to 4-5 on the year. Here now is this week's In the Fire featuring running back Evan Dickens.
Evan Dickens is a great kid, more of a quiet kind of a kid. He's very, very smart, very, very intelligent, more low-key and kind of chill off the field. If he's walking around campus, people probably don't even know who he is. With his 6 touchdowns over the last 2 weeks, it's no big deal to him. I mean, he's not even going to talk about it. He's not going to bring it up. I mean, he's just not that guy that really even gets into the stats.
You know, I'm not really used to the attention I'm getting now. You know, it's been something that, you know, I've always dreamed of. The students don't really come up to me like, hey, you're, Evan Dickens or something like that. You know, they don't really come up to me. But actually my accounting professor, Dr. Koss, she does keep up with the football team, so she'd be, really happy to see me after a good game, or, she'd be, telling me how my stats and stuff like that after a game, so she keeps up with it.
What's the prediction for Saturday?
Cool little 100 ball with 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns? You going backwards?
No, that's just the base mark.
If you're looking for Evan, if he's not in class, Ev is probably in here watching film.
I'm going through pass protection. There's certain checks that really changed my eyes, so right now I'm kind of just going through who I have initially, and then once they make the check, I'm going over who I have now. So just perfecting my eyes so that when it comes to game day, I'm not missing a beat.
That's all part of the game. Learning how to dissect defenses and just seeing how they play and how this play is supposed to hit is actually really intriguing. It's growing, my ball knowledge of what's going on around me. Outside, I look super just focused and confident, stuff like that. But on the inside, I am very, very nervous. I think ever since I was a kid, I was just very nervous before football games. And I think it was just, my parents always told me it's just because you care. But I feel like once I get that first snap or that first hit, that's when you kind of, you click and you kind of lock into, what you got to do to get the job done.
Dickens running near side. Good pickup on 1st down.
Good run game for this offense, man. It does wonders. It creates so many shots down the field.
Snap to Vasco, play action, left hash mark, airs it out right sideline. Beautiful pass. Catch made on the far right sideline, the 20, and going out of bounds to the 18-yard line. Dante Lee once again.
Evan on the field is just the same person he is off the field. Very low-key, very chill. He runs extremely hard. He runs violent.
He's the clear-cut running back number 1 for the Flames at this point.
Vasco calls out the cadence. He takes the snap, hands off to Dickens. He is into the end zone. Light him up.
There, he's tough to tackle in between the tackles. He's not going to talk. He's not going to say anything. He's just going to go about his work. But he comes to the sideline and he just sits there and drink water and like it didn't happen.
3rd and 10, a roar comes over Williams Stadium. Here comes the blitz. Clark again. Go down again. Eli Hall was there. So was Joe Strickland.
3rd and 1, pick up the 1st down with the inside run game.
Dickens on the carry, right up the middle. That's more than just picking up the 1st down. That's picking up a chunk of yardage.
Send us to halftime. Good snap. Good hold. Kick is up and through the upright. That'll send us to halftime.
Half a yard away from taking the lead. They're looking to throw. Clark rolling, looking. Will he take it himself? Yes, he will. The big fella scampers into the end zone, and the Bears go in front.
This should be a huge play, but they freaking ran the back around. All right, trust your tracks, trust your aiming point. All right, that's what I boss you hit at.
The way you play, the way you protect, the way you do things without the ball, showing how much you love your teammates. If I see you sprinting downfield to make a block, shows me how much you care and how much you love your teammates. So that's something that we take extreme pride in.
Jacob Jenkins, the tight end, settles in, and now Vasco looking to do it himself. Running, weaving through traffic, falling into the end zone. Touchdown Flames. Liberty goes back in front.
See like open grass, I just know like I just gotta run fast. Like that's all, I don't gotta worry about nothing else but just running fast. It's such a rush when you play running back that I think other positions you just don't get.
Yeah, what a great run by Dickens right here. Once again, his balance is just off the charts.
Drops, Vasco dropped it, picks it up, it's still loose on the turf. Ball is still rolling free, scooped up by Missouri State. Running towards the end zone inside the 10, it's fumbled, did it go out of bounds? Where did that ball go out? Vasco's coming away with it, who has the football? What is happening?
The ruling on the field is there was a backward pass recovered by the defense and then fumbled at the half-yard line, recovered in the end zone by Liberty. It'll be first and 10 Liberty.
Oh my goodness. Vasco pulls it out. He's looking to swing it out. Gets it to his tight end, Jacob Jenkins. Lowers the shoulder. He didn't get there. And Missouri State looks like they're going to get the ball back. Flames trying to bring pressure. The throw to the end zone. Caught! It's caught! Touchdown Bears! Kristen Gardner, and the veteran quarterback has led his team on a huge comeback in the final moments of this ball game.
Clark under center. Takes a snap and a knee, and that's the ball game.
We left a lot out there, and credit to them. They got a good defense. We had some opportunities, especially in the first half. I think we had them on some ropes, and we didn't take advantage of it.
Well, despite Saturday's loss, cornerback Damond Harmon was holding his own in the secondary. The senior from Richmond, Virginia, had an unconventional journey that landed him in the hills of Lynchburg, suiting up for the Flames. The path was uneasy and uncertain at times, but it was all worth it in the end.
Welcome to midweek on the mountain.
I kind of just went into like a shock.
Sit back, man, trust it, man. You see that quick game, jump that.
I was trying so hard not to cry, but like I couldn't hold it back.
Listen, hey, really important tonight, man, to have your energy up.
It was bad. I felt like failure.
Bring your juice, man. The ball is gonna be in the air.
It's taken thousands of reps, a lot of sweat, and a few tears for senior Liberty cornerback Damond Harmon to get where he is today.
Hey, let's go! Right here, let's go!
Extremely talented and fast-rising defensive back in Damond Harmon.
He's a football guy. I know he enjoys playing ball.
I was a 4-star coming out of high school, 16 in the country at my position.
In high school, college recruiters believed Damond was an outstanding athlete who had tremendous potential. But there was just one concern. Damond didn't like school, and he had the grades to prove it.
My coach goes look at my grades. He like, bro, you're failing 3 classes. Back then, I just wasn't focused on school, but in high school, you got a good relationship with people in the school. They're gonna make sure you're straight. So like, they would let me turn stuff in at the last minute and stuff like that, make sure I was good.
By his senior year in high school, Damond's grades had improved, and he began receiving dozens of scholarship offers, eventually choosing the University of Oklahoma.
Something clicked for me my sophomore year, and I just was like, I'm not gonna be on the bench anymore. So I just started like working extra, getting with coaches more, and then I ended up starting about 7 games.
Damond would see his hard work pay off on the football field, but in the classroom, a familiar story was playing itself out.
I was still doing the same stuff. Like, I wouldn't turn my work in on time. Like, I just wouldn't bother to turn work in sometimes. I ended up getting kicked out of there for that reason.
He was told in no uncertain terms that he would not be returning to play football at the University of Oklahoma.
I kind of just went into like a shock. I was trying so hard not to cry, but like I couldn't hold it back. It went from thinking you're about to change your family's life to now it's like, how's your family looking at you right now? It took me to a very dark place. It was hard. I went through a lot in that time. I kind of put a lot of stuff down and picked a lot of the wrong stuff up. Like, I would get lost in my thoughts. It was bad. Like, I would turn the game on, I'd be watching.
And another pass play.
something happened and I'll be like, I could have did that. And as soon as that would happen, it's like, bro, well, you the reason that you're on the couch right now. So like, it was bad. I felt like a failure.
Damond enrolled at a local community college to improve his grades, with the hope of one day making it back onto the football field.
I told my mom I felt like I failed her. And if it wasn't for her, honestly, like, I would have stopped. Like, she made sure I didn't stop. Like, she had me in community college, like, just so I could stay afloat. Like, even if didn't football work, she was like, bro, you still got graduate.
It was during this time that Liberty co-defensive coordinator Kyle Krantz heard Damond was out of the game. Having recruited him in the past, Krantz decided to reach out.
Obviously, we're really interested in him. I believe in who he is as a human being. I thought Liberty was the perfect fit.
As soon as I heard that, it's like, I got a new life to me.
We told him it was going to take some time, and you got to get your body back in a position where you can play football.
It was bad. I just got in real bad shape, but God got me through it.
You hear say fast, then you got to come up.
Damond would join the team in 2024 as a walk-on, and he would work with the scout team. But until his grades improved, he wouldn't be eligible to play, and he would need to meet regularly with senior academic advisor Christy Bites.
I was like, setting up really specific expectations, like, you're gonna need to be in my office every day. We're gonna have game plans for you. You're gonna meet with a learning specialist. You're gonna meet with tutors. And at first he was kind of like wide-eyed, like, what are we talking about here? This is more than has ever been really pressed on me. But we started that, and then he was coming even when he didn't need to come.
She's gonna make sure everything is done. She's everything. Like, that's my mom here.
Okay.
Anything I need, I call her. That's my rock here.
This opportunity at Liberty has changed everything for Damond, academically, spiritually, and on the field, where he's earned a starting spot in his final season.
He's a heck of a player right now on the field.
Number 4 in white gets the snap, 5-man rush, throws near side, boom, a hit at the 10 by Harmon.
But you got to think about it, he sat out for almost 2 years, really like 2 seasons. Then you're playing one of the most technical positions on the football field, and so it takes a time to kind of hone that back in.
He picks up a couple as Damond Harmon, defensive back, makes the stop.
His impact has been positive.
PV in the shotgun, takes the snap. Play action, under pressure, down he goes. First guy there, Damond Harmon.
He's a good player, first of all, so you always want good players in there, but then his heart is right. He's open to trying to grow as a person. I think he wants other people to grow too. He's not perfect at all, but he's trying to figure it out, and he's willing to ask questions, and he doesn't mind getting challenged and getting coached up, and not just on football, I'm talking about life too.
There's a grittiness inside, a little toughness that he has, that he's gonna battle, he's gonna fight, he's gonna compete.
Harmon's got so much energy on that flame side of the defense.
He loves playing football, so the opportunity, I think, just to play and be out here and have that Liberty logo on his chest, I think meant something to him.
Football was gonna be football, I feel like, with me, because like this is just what I do. But as far as my relationship with God and my academics, that was something I literally needed to grow in, and I came here and I did just that. I'm very proud of myself, and I came up here, I got baptized, and I'm doing good in school. So like, I can't really ask for more, and I'm very appreciative of everybody that helped me get to this point, for sure.
Damond Harmon, you will be hearing a lot from number 13.
Great story produced by our John Pratt, and so glad that Damond has earned the chance to finish his career right here at Liberty. All right, from the gridiron, we go to the hardwood now. The Flames hosting the Field of 68 tip-off. They would play Charleston on Friday, FAU on Sunday, and let's just say the Flames were cooking on the weekend. They would win both of these games comfortably, defeating Charleston 90-75 and then FAU 88-68. Liberty made 27 threes over the 2 games. Caden Matheny led the way against FAU with 28 points, the most he's ever scored as a member of the Flames. And then there was Zach Cleveland. He was 2 assists shy of a triple-double against Charleston, 1 point shy of a triple-double against FAU. Because of that, he was this week's CUSA Player of the Week. But more importantly, Liberty won both these games, improving to 3-0 on the season, and Flames guard Colin Porter made a deal that if Liberty won both of these contests, he would sing live on the air, and Colin Porter is a man of his word.
Where I was from, I said somewhere you never been to. Little town outside of Knoxville, heading by some dogwood trees.
The vocal stylings of Colin Porter, nicely done. Annie, I want to know, if you had to sing any song on national TV, what would it be?
Well, not that one, first of all, but
one?
I'll also say, have you ever heard of Underwater Rhymes by Digital Underground? It's a Bay Area classic, Matt.
Is that right?
You got to get on that.
I'll get on Spotify here momentarily. If I had to sing one, if you've been following the Flames Fantasy League recently, it would be either We Are the Champions or All I Do Is Win. I don't know who sings that one, but if you've been following along, you see I'm going to be singing that one soon enough. Had a huge lead last week, 40-point lead over Joe Yock in the standings. He closes the gap just a bit. Still a 30-point advantage for me with 3 weeks remaining. So we could be in for a dramatic finish to the Flames fantasy season, which is what everybody wants anyway. Hey, we are out of time. As always, for any stories you might have missed, visit libertyflamecentral.com.
And Flame Central podcast every Monday. Do not miss an episode.
She's Annie. I'm Matt. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you right back here next week.